Hey guys, Travis Daggett, Forefront Enterprises. I want to show you a couple tips and tricks on email filters and, in the case of Gmail, of Google Mail, forwarding emails. One of the most important things with a real estate investing business, or if you're an agent that works with real estate investors, is making sure that you have systems in place for everything possible. You want it to be able to run without you. You want it to require a minimum of effort on your part. And you want everything to happen as it should happen. Uh, the reason I started looking at this is a couple things. Number one, I missed out on a HUD deal because the agent didn't forward me the acceptance. And again, this isn't, this is a good agent. It's not something that's uncommon. If they're getting dozens and dozens of HUD counters and accepted offers, it's just something we want to put a system in place for. The other factor that made me look at it is, again, we're making a lot of HUD offers in a number of different states. We're getting a lot of counters, and we need to get those counters, just like acceptances, and we need those counters so that we can conduct our due diligence and see what kind of offer we can make on those HUDs, and we can get more HUDs that way. So first, let's look at Gmail, at Google's mail program. That's the one that I highly recommend it the most, because not only can you filter emails, but you can have them automatically forward, which is a huge plus. So two different ways you can set up a filter. First is you can go in to your mailbox, and I'm going to run a search just to show you an example of an email. Okay, we'll take a counter first. Let's look at a counter. Okay, so this is a counter offer. You can tell there the subject says, this is forward from the agent. I guess we can just go back to the original. But you can see here, counter offer notice, HUD. There's the HUD case number. And then you look down here, the agent's name, selling broker. There's our business name. There's the address of the property. They didn't accept it, of course. And then this is a very important amount here. This is the minimum bid they will take, also known as their counter offer. Now, does that mean that that's really the lowest amount they'll take? No way, because we've gotten bids accepted significantly below that amount immediately after they counter. But it will show you what you can get it for. Okay, and then this is the asset manager. So if we want to set up a filter, the first way we can do that is we can say filter messages like these, and just set up a filter. So if let's just say I'm the agent, I'm the HUD agent now. So I want to say any email from do not reply at hudhomestore.com, that's where HUD sends them from, to my email address as the agent. The subject is going to say, let's say counter first. So it's going to have HUD, and it's going to have counter offer in the subject line. And then to make sure that the right buyer gets the right counter, has the words, and we'll just put the buyer's name in there. Okay. It should have a, okay. So again, like in our case, this would be Forefront. Okay. Now, if I say create filter with this search, hello. Okay. When a message arrives that matches this search, you could have it marked as red or not, or star it. That's up to you. You can label it. For example, you could label it HUD counteroffer. You don't have to. Here's the key. Forward it to, and then here's where, as the agent, they would put the buyer's email address. So you can see our email address is in there. Then you could choose to have it deleted, or you could, of course, just leave it there if you want a record. Mark it as important, what not. You can categorize it. And then create the filter. So very important. What that'll do is every time you get a counter from HUD for a specific buyer, it'll automatically forward that counter to them. That's whether you open the email or not. So hope you like that. That's a key idea. Let's just go back and I'll show you one other way to get into filters. If you click up here in the settings, filters, and I've created one here. Let's just look at it. I'll show you one other way. Same thing here. This case, the filter set up for acceptance. That's the only thing you'd have to change. The subject is going to have acceptance, and it's going to have the words forefront or the buyer's name. You can see I put an agent's name in there. If we go to continue, and again, you can apply a label to it if you want. Key is forwarding it, and that will make sure that when you have an accepted offer from HUD, it'll automatically go to the appropriate buyer. Very important, especially as you scale this. You want it to be McDonald's, just like Michael Gerber talks about in the E-Myth. You want it to be McDonald's. It shouldn't be complicated. It should be just about the same if you're doing one offer as if you're doing 100 or you're doing 1,000. Now let's look at Yahoo Mail. I don't like Yahoo Mail as much as Gmail, and here's why. Let's look at the counter. You can set up a filter here. You can see I named it. Let's look at the HUD counter one. Named it HUD counter. Sender contains, that's the same. Recipient contains, you can put an agent's name in there. Subject contains right there. That's all the same. Email body contains, but you can't have it automatically forward. So that's a big drawback. What you can have it do is put it in a certain folder that you'd like to have it put in. So there's just an example for counter. Here's an example for acceptance, very similar. And then what you could do is then have them put it in a folder. So you have a folder for a specific buyer. Then you can go in there and all at once you could highlight all those messages. Let me just give you an example. Let's say I want to forward all these messages at once. Maybe not. Let's go back in here. Oh, looks like I can only forward one at a time. Huh. Okay. Another reason I don't like Yahoo Mail. Hope that helps, guys. Again, I highly recommend using Google Mail. It's free. Anybody can get it, can set it up. You can have multiple Gmail accounts if you want. Yahoo and others are very limited. They want to charge for doing the same things that Gmail does. Google Mail also integrates seamlessly with YouTube, with Google+, Google Docs, Google Drive. So I highly recommend that. But hope that helps you, whether you're an agent that works with investors or you're an investor that works with real estate agents, of course. So you can check out more training like this on our YouTube channel. Just look for Forefront Enterprises. And see you guys next time. Thanks.